YouTubers? Doom143, and I am back with a small comic haul of justice. Small comic haul of justice, but a huge mahalo to the community. Yeah, I mean, gosh, I'm at 300 subscribers plus, and I'm very humbled by this experience. I'm very humbled by the community. Speechless, thankful, of course. And it's been a ride these past 5 months. It's been really crazy. It's been awesome. I've been having tons of fun. I've been enjoying making these videos. I've been enjoying watching the videos. I've been enjoying doing the contest. But I think the biggest thing that I got out of this community, bigger than really anything else, is friendship. And I've established some friendship in this community that is, it's bondless. You can't unbreakable. It's an unbreakable bond that I think I'm going to have pretty much for the rest of my life. I've met people, I've talked to people that I will, I would never have met unless it was for this comic community. So I just wanted to thank basically everybody for just kind of getting me there. There's a lot of contests going on right now, and so if you guys know me, I try to really do a contest as much as possible to show my appreciation to the community. But because of there's so many contests going on, I just got out of a 250 contest that I just did. I still have the 200 contest, the Doom D's contest that's going on. And there's so many great contests: Bash It or Stash It, Popcom, Comic Brains, Alex the Comic Hoarder, Cholula. Man, if I forgot your comic, I forgot your contest, I am sorry. Semperfi has a cool one. The Comic Book Estate has one. So many great contests going on that I'm like, you know what, I think I'm gonna hold off and maybe wait till next year, or I just might do, one of those drawings that I do where I'll just put everybody's name in a pot just to say thank you, and then just draw a name out, and then I'll just do it that way. No videos or nothing required and stuff, but because there's just so many great things going on, and I know it's the holidays. I'm in retail, and the store that I manage, just so you guys can have a little personal insight, the store that I manage is, I run basically the largest store in the nation for that particular chain. So Christmas time is coming around, and I basically, it's gonna be busy. So if I'm busy, I can only understand that everybody else is busy. So I just really wanted to say thank you in that way, and just really wanted to reach out to everybody and just really let you guys know how humbled I am. But more importantly, thank you for the friendships and the bonds that I've established. And you guys have made me such an awesome collector, like way better, whether I'm collecting for my PC or whether I find a stealth buy and flip it on eBay. You guys have just made me so much more knowledgeable in those ways, and I'm able to talk to books a lot better. And so yeah, I just kind of wanted to say thank you for that. I mean, really, that's huge. And as goofy and corny, as mushy as this might sound, I honestly want to thank everybody, and thank you so much for doing what you guys have done. And I hope you guys still continue to do it. For those people that do YouTubes, for the people that just watch my stuff, I hope you learn, and I hope you get something from watching my videos. And if not, let me know. But basically, just wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers, whether you're a YouTuber that does videos or whether you're someone that's just likes to watch videos and try to be a better collector yourself. And let me just pull this back a little bit. But yeah, all right, so enough with the mushy stuff. Let's get into the haul. I have a comic book haul that I did, that I have, and not too many books, but I'll try to run through this as fast as possible. So this is a show I used to watch a lot when I was a kid, Battlestar Galactica. I found this book for $2. It really doesn't go for much. Maybe it can go for 10 on a good day. but I found this for $2. But this thing is in super crispy condition. The colors are still popping. The book is still beautiful. The edges, this one's a little rounded. Other than that, the book is just awesome. It's crispy. The whites are still white. Like, it's unbelievable. No spine tick whatsoever. Totally stoked to have it. Part of my childhood. Battlestar Galactica #1. Really awesome. I found this Marvel Zombies Return. Just really liking the Spider-Man take and the zombie take, and it's pretty awesome. I really like this cover. For you guys have just started watching me, or maybe just tuned into me, whatever it might be, I'm a huge cover collector. I love my artists. I love collecting certain artists, and so a lot of the times I would just collect books based on covers. But this is definitely something I've been enjoying collecting, is this Marvel Zombies. I'm a little late to this boat, but kind of just started collecting about a year or two ago, so that's what it is. New Avengers #4. This is the first appearance of Maria Hill. I gotta thank Longshanks, and I gotta thank Master X Splinter for letting me know. Again, I just picked it up just for the cover. I really like how the darkness in the back, and then contrast with the super light. And her butt doesn't hurt either. So totally picked it up, and then I found out this is the first appearance of Maria Hill, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff. So totally stoked to have this. Got this one for $2. This one can run me $8 or something like that. Okay, so there is an option for Evangeline, Rob Liefeld's Evangeline. I heard that through a podcast, and I also heard it through one of a great YouTubers here that doesn't go by his old name. He now goes by Triple C. But basically, they optioned a TV show for Evangeline. So I found a couple of these books at a used bookstore, selling them for $1. Figure I picked it up. This is Evangeline's Deadly Sins #2, and this is Evangeline Deadly Sins #1. I'm assuming this is a cosplay variant. For all I know, that could be the regular cover. But yeah, so the movie was, or the show, I guess I should say, has been optioned. So I actually like this art that Rob Liefeld did. I'm not a huge Rob Liefeld fan, but I really like this art. Maybe because there's no feet on it, but I really like how he did this one. So this is a really good piece. I really like the cover on that one. Speaking of enjoying arts, I really like this take on Wolverine. It's Secret Warriors #3, and it's got a very artistic look to it, and I really like how it looks. It's maybe I'm gonna get too artsy on you guys right now, but if you really take the time to kind of just breathe this in and just look at it and just take it in, and shut this whole background that I have going on, just kind of just take this part in, it really looks like you're at a play, and this is kind of like a choreography that's going on with Wolverine and his claws and the ninjas and the whole background. I really like this. When I saw it, I was pleasantly surprised at how this looked. And so this is a variant for Secret Warriors #3. I only picked this up for less than $1 a piece. And I picked it up strictly for the cover, and like I said, I really just like the take on this Wolverine. I like it so much that I got 2 of them. So yeah, I got 2 copies of this thing. It's a sweet cover. It's different. It's very artistic. It looks nice. It's all done in watercolor, which is one of my favorite kind of types of art. So this is the one I was talking about in my last video. I was talking about that I saw Joshua Middleton do an Aquaman cover that for some reason I just kept on passing up, and I have no idea why, but I really like this charcoal art kind of look, and this etched out stone piece that he did with Aquaman, and I kept on passing it by, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up. So luckily I found it for cover price. So this is Joshua Middleton, Aquaman #6, part of the new Rebirth series. And really, if you're really into covers, and I'm not too sure how the story is going. Maybe somebody can let me know if the Aquaman story is doing really well, or how it's talked. A lot of people talk about the Superman. That's probably the best Rebirth that's going on right now. A lot of people are enjoying the Green Lantern Corps. I don't hear anybody talking about Aquaman whatsoever. I haven't heard anything. But if you really like covers, Joshua Middleton is doing some excellent work on the Rebirth, and it's all variants and stuff. So pick that up if you're into covers. Reborn, super great stuff. You got Millar, doing the writing. You got Capullo doing the art. You really can't go wrong with that combination. I read the first one. It's super awesome story. Can't wait to dig into the second one. I've already had some good and bad stuff. Like, it's kind of slow, but you know, it's number 2. It's issue number 2. It has to build, and then it'll probably become a really great story, and can't wait. So something about, there's going to be, what is it, 3 different series with 6 books in each, so that's 18 books that they're supposed to be doing for this. I went to GameStop. Hold on real quick. Yeah, sorry about that. So I went to GameStop and found a couple of comics over there. I'm probably going to take them out of these acid. These aren't, I don't even think these bags are acid free. But Doctor Strange number 11, GameStop Expo 2016 variant. I really like the colors, what they did on it, how it pops and stuff. Not too sure of the artist on this, but I really like this color. So this is actually from GameStop. You know, at the normal price, $3.99. But I really don't like how I don't like these flimsy bags. I understand why they do it, to protect it in shipment, but I'm probably gonna take it out. But really like this one here. And I also found Champions number 1. This really looks like a Tyler Kirkham kind of art. I'm not too sure who did this one, but this is Champions number 1, and this is also a GameStop variant. So yeah, pretty sick. Got to figure out who the artist is, and I think definitely right now Champions is really a really good hold. Like, you know, I like what Marvel is doing, trying to establish a new team and stuff. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's really dark over here, so you can miss Spider-Man. Like, you can miss him if you don't pay attention to him. And what else I got? This is from last week. I didn't even start reading it. It's been so busy. Like I said, I'm in retail and it's the holidays now, so. But yeah, beautiful Alex Ross cover on Amazing Spider-Man number 21, a Clone Conspiracy tie-in. I also got my Deadpool number 22. And so yeah, nice cover. Can't wait to dig into that. I read all the Spider-Mans and all the Deadpools. And that's that and independent stuff. That's basically what I try to read. This is New Avengers number 10. This is the first appearance of Thane, Thanos' son. So the last week's huge hype book was basically Thanos number 1, and you know, whatever's going on with that book and stuff like that, I definitely feel that Thane is going to be a book that you might want to hold on to, a book that you might want to kind of keep for the long run, because I think it's going to be worth something, you know, a little bit more. It's already starting to go up to about like $10 and stuff. So New Avengers number 10, it's definitely something to hold on to. There is a podcast that I listen to on a weekly basis, and they were talking about how, you know, they feel like Thane and this book really has a lot of leg left, like a lot of room left to grow. So you know, if you're one of those guys that actually try to find cheaper books or at least cover price, this is something, if you ever see it. New Avengers number 10, first appearance of Thane. I'm a huge Spider-Man Deadpool fan, so of course if you put them together on a comic book, I'm definitely going to pick it up. Avenging Spider-Man number 12. I'm sure I'm a little late to this boat, but I just found this cover. I found it for $2. Couldn't pass on it. Believe it or not, it actually goes for about $10. So to find it for $2 is pretty good. Super crispy condition, excellent. Nothing wrong with the book. Glad to find it for $2. Awesome. This book I'm really loving, not just because of the whole X-23 cover on it, because it is a sick X-23 cover. Right now this book goes for about $10. Again, I found this for about $2. But what I love about this book is that I was a huge X-Men fan from like the 80s, like the late 80s, like super early 90s, yeah, mid 80s, late 80s. And one of the coolest moves in the X-Men, at least in my opinion, was a Cannonball special. And to see X-23 following in her daddy's footsteps and doing the Cannonball special, really, like, it got to me quick. So this is when X-23 joins the Avengers Academy, and yeah, I'm super stoked to have this just because of the nostalgia that it holds for me. Now I just gotta go find me a Colossus book where he's training Wolverine, and definitely put those books side to side. Okay, so me and my boy Freddy's562, we've always been talking about, like, you know, trying to stay one step ahead of the game, and that's always hard when it comes to stocks, when it comes to comics and stuff like that, because you really got to know what's going on. You really got to read your books and stuff like that. And but one of the things we were discussing was, like, you know, who do you think the next Adam Hughes is? Who's the next Delato? Who's the next you know, Michael Turner and stuff? And you know, so we brought up names like Matino and stuff, thinking like, you know, these could be possible names. But I was kind of doing some research. So one, for me, like I said, one of the people that I'm really trying to get into as far as like people that make awesome covers is Joshua Middleton. Like I said, he's doing all the Aquaman stuff. But this is another one that I've been really liking, is Des Taylor. Des Taylor has been doing like a lot of Bombshell stuff. So this is Catwoman number 43, and that's a Bombshell variant. And this is Superman number 43. This is the another Bombshell variant. So she did both of them, and I just think she did some excellent work. And it has that kind of that old school feel. Aunt Lucia is doing a lot of it himself. And so, yeah, you know, it's just something to kind of look out for. That's just my personal opinion and stuff like that. You know, you don't have to follow suit. But I always try to find different artists, and I'm really liking this take on the art that they're doing. They're really old school stuff. All right, these are my big books that I picked up for the week. I'm super stoked to have it. I basically got a 50% off sale. So if you know how much these books are worth, you can basically take less, you can take more than 50% off the price, and that's what I got for it. So I got Justice League of America number 52, a gorgeous David Mack cover. David Mack, definitely one of my favorite artists. His watercoloring is probably bar none, probably the best in the business, and that, again, my personal opinion. I actually got this Batman piece done by one of his really good friends, Andy Lee. Just got it done not too long ago. And so David Mack, you know, definitely one of my favorite watercolor, just one of my favorite artists in general. And this was Justice League of America number 52. This one can run you up to about 30-35 bucks. And this is Justice League of America number 45. This one can go up towards like $600 to $200. Like I said, I paid nowhere in those prices, but I'm glad to have it. Justice League of America number 45. Just a gorgeous David Mack watercolor. They're both variants, of course, so awesome stuff. And that's pretty much it, man. That's kind of my haul. But more importantly, what I did wanted to say was that you know, for some people, maybe 300 subscribers is really not much, but man, even if I see my subscriptions go up one, it just, like, it surprises me that there's 300 people that's even mildly interested in what I gotta show. So I really want to say thank you for that. I'm very humbled, and you know, just, I don't know, it's a very it's very heartwarming, I guess, you know. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because it means a lot to me. It really does mean a lot to me. All right, guys. As always, mahalos and shoots.